Hey, I'm gonna be assembling these Ford 4.6 single overhead cam 16 valve heads. This thing isn't in an E150 or F150, it's in a Vpgmv1. I'll show you a couple pictures. This thing's pretty funky. So I did a 3-angle valve job, surfaced the heads up. These things are power improved, so they have the big intake port, and then the valves are a little bit different too. They're cups, they're just kind of different. So I'm gonna put you on a tripod and get this thing all assembled for you. Hey, so when the customer dropped these things off, I'm like, oh, it's for like F-150, E-150. He's like, no. This thing goes in a VM1 dash whatever. And I'm like, what? So he showed me a couple pictures. I said, oh, I've seen a couple of those cruising around. I always wondered what was underneath. And I guess the chassis and engine and transmission's made by Ford. And this is to help people with like wheelchairs and stuff. It has like a lift gate that comes down, and so you can get your wheelchair up there and it flips back up. So I'm gonna get these heads together. I hope you enjoy the video. Now I'm checking the valve installed height. It's supposed to be 2-inch, 225 to 45. Sweet. Now that the installed height is right where it needs to be, I'm gonna put a little assembly oil on these valves and put the premium Viton valve stem seals on. You always want to give the valves a spin when you install them. It puts oil on the guide properly. It just lubricates it. All right, now to install the valve stem seals. These things together with the claw. Hey, now that I got the heads all assembled, there's a lot of oil gallery plugs. There's a couple on the deck, a few on the ends, and one on the exhaust side. Look at that pile. So I'm gonna get all these plugs installed. I'm gonna use Permatex 1 as a sealant. So I'm gonna get these things installed for you. Now I have my vacuum gauge. It checks if the valves are sealing properly. So always remember, you always want to double, triple check everything. You always want to make sure these valve locks are in the correct location on every single one of them. Another thing I noticed on these later engines, they have a couple grooves on the exhaust stem. Let me get the light on here. See that right there? I'm not sure why they have that. I don't know if it's for oiling purposes or what, but the earlier ones don't have this. Another thing I do is, from the factory, this plug right here is actually a freeze plug, kind of like this right here. And I just, I tap these things for a 1/4-inch pipe. It's just a little bit better. You want to always take those plugs out because they can be full of just gum and grime. And then like I was saying earlier, these heads are universal. So right now this is set up for the passenger side head. This is right where the tensioner goes. This other head has that same spot where that tensioner goes, but it takes a plug for the back because you don't want oil squirting on your firewall. So if something happens, you can always transfer a right head to a left head. You just have to make sure there's a hole for your tensioner, and then it's blocked in the back. So since this is a late model, this has a lot of spark plug threads. The first couple years these engines came out, they only had like 3 or 4 sets of threads, and they'd strip out really easy. People would put them on, and the spark plug would shoot out. So it's kind of a crappy design. But once they redesigned these spark plugs, it was actually a very solid engine. Let's take another look at these. These things turned out awesome. Forgot to mention, I put heat tabs on every set of cylinder heads or block that I rebuild, and it just lets me know if the customer gets it hot. If this thing gets over 250 degrees, this center area right here just melts out and it'll look like a donut or a washer. So it just lets me know if, you know, the customer got it hot. I forgot to mention, these things have a lot of galley plugs, one here, one here. The sole purpose of that is to get oil to this tensioner. So in the factory, they just core drill this thing this way and this way to the oil channel in the cylinder of the head, and that just directs the oil flow right to this tensioner hole. They just have to do it, and that's why there's always either like a ball or a galley plug in there just to get the oil to that area. Those 4.6 heads turned out great. I wish I would have showed you a little bit more of actually machining on them, but I just had to get her done, and I figured I'd show you guys putting them together. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.